So a very warm welcome to the first of our lunchtime learning series for our CIM marketing courses. Today's lecture, How to Create a Focused and Effective Online Personal Brand on Social Media, is being delivered by Dr Imran Khan, Senior Lecturer in Digital Marketing at the University of Wolverhampton's Business School. So a very warm welcome to Imran today. This is his first lecture for us, so thank you very much for joining us. My name is Paula Harrison, and I am the coordinator of University Centre Telford, which is one of 3 regional learning centres of the University of Wolverhampton. And I'm joined today by Dr Khan and also by my colleague Trevor Humphreys, who is the coordinator of our Stafford Centre. And both centres will be offering the CIM marketing courses from January. So before I hand over to Imran, Trevor and I have just got a couple of slides to go through about the offer at University Centre Telford and at Stafford. And apologies, my slide is very text heavy. Just talking first of all about the curriculum offer at Telford. We offer the CIPD accredited Level 7 postgraduate diploma in HR management. As I've mentioned, the CIM marketing certificate and diploma, and Imran will talk a little bit more about those courses. We offer some education courses for post-compulsory education and a BA top-up in special educational needs. And then we're also in partnership with Telford College and Telford and Wrekin Council, and we host the delivery of some of their courses as well. We are a bespoke information and advice and guidance hub, so people contact us for information about the university, both from the local area, nationally and internationally. We run a programme of public lectures, which historically have been in the centre, but obviously since COVID have been offered online. We offer business support, both through events and one-to-one business advice. And then we're also there in Telford to assess and define the local demand for courses. And we're currently doing a market building exercise to expand our course offer, and also very much part of the Centre of Excellence promotion activity that's going on to increase the offer in health, allied health and social care. So that's University Centre Telford, and I'll hand over now to Trevor for a slide on Stafford. Thank you.
Thanks, Paula. Imran, if you can just move it on one for us, that'd be great.
Okay.
There we go, that's the one.
This is good.
That's the one, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so very similar to what Paul was talking about in Stafford. You can see we're down at the bottom of the county buildings in the centre of town. Sort of things we offer, again, very similar to what Paul was mentioning with Telford. So public lectures, workshops, we do a load of adult leisure courses, photography, digital media, Photoshop, those sort of programs. Specialist clinics, so we do business support, business startup, business scale-up programs. And then we also have our undergraduate, postgrad and CPD offers. So the CIM quals that we're going to be running hopefully from January, going to be the certificate and the diploma in professional marketing and digital marketing. They'll be offered out of the Stafford Centre, but at the moment we're just working out between myself and Paula that predominantly it will be to start with based online, and then there will be some sessions that will be based face-to-face if we're allowed to and if we can. But yeah, so really it's a local offer for local people, and it's very much catered around the fact that you can come out of work at the end of the day, grab a cup of coffee, and then just literally walk 5-10 minutes from where you're working into the centre to start your qualification in with the CIM. So yeah, fantastic to have these sessions going, and I think that's enough from me, and I'll pass over to Imran and he can talk about what you all want to hear.
Thank you, Trevor. Thank you, Paula.
Okay. Sorry, Imran, if I just, before you start, if I could just say that there'll be an opportunity to ask questions at the end of the lecture via the Q&A button, which, if you're using a laptop or a desktop, the icon is on the bottom of your screen in the middle. And if you're using a mobile, it will be in the top right-hand corner. We're delighted to welcome Imran today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Paula. Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Imran Khan. I'm a senior lecturer in digital marketing at University of Wolverhampton. Today, I will be talking about how to create a focused and effective online personal brand on social media. So I'll also explain what is focused, what do I mean by focused and effective. I have provided my social media links if you want to get in touch, if you want to ask anything relevant to digital marketing, then you're most welcome. Okay, so in today's session, first I will be talking about the definition of personal online brand. So after discussing the definition, I'll discuss the main key benefits of online personal branding. So if you have online personal brand, then how it can help you. Then we will discuss how to select right channels, like different social media platforms, how you can decide. And finally, we will discuss 3 steps to create a focused and effective online personal brand. So let's start with the, as we have very short time, so I'll try to cover everything. But most of the things relevant to keyword research and search engine optimization, I'll discuss in detail in my next session. So let's start with the definition of personal online brand. According to Kleppinger and Kane, 2015, personal online brand is a strategic self-marketing effort. So basically you promote yourself, you decide your long-term goals, and you try to self-promote using social media platforms. Now, we also need to decide here what are social media platforms, which seeks to exhibit an individual's professional persona. So how different people in your connection perceive about your character. So this definition is really useful. If we divide this into 3 parts, then it will make more sense. So in simple words, online personal brand is about self-promotion, where you promote yourself, your skills, what you are good at, and then you also develop your personal identity. You tell people how you are different from others. And then finally, you have a strategy. When we say strategy, it means you have a long-term direction, you know your long-term goals. If you look at this diagram, which I've included in the slide, it will um, explain everything. Like, for example, on one hand, it says how you see yourself, and on the other hand, how others see you. And then the blend of both is your personal online brand. So it doesn't matter what you think about yourself. Um, if people have a certain opinion about you, that is going to make a lot of impact. So by looking at others, how they are perceiving your character, your personality, you develop your online presence. Okay, so this is the definition of personal online brand. Now we know what is personal online brand. Now, once you have created online personal brand, what could be the benefits? Or if you are thinking of developing an online personal brand, then how it can benefit you. So the first benefit is networking. You will network with like-minded people. You can connect with industry experts. You can connect with influencers. You can connect with your competitors. So this networking is very good, and it will depend on your personal online brand as well once you have developed it. Then the second benefit is you put your best self forward, and you tell people about more about yourself. And the third thing is visibility, which we also call SEO, search engine optimization. So basically you develop your reputation and you increase your visibility. So this visibility will help you in networking as well, and also in your future projects you will develop, you will get many clients. So this visibility is very important. Again, it will depend, once you have developed your personal online brand, this will depend how you have created, how you have set it up. If you have used, for example, right keywords in your social media profiles, your visibility will improve. If you are taking part in the conversations, if you are taking part in the activities, if you are performing different activities on social media, definitely it is going to improve your visibility. And finally, if you are applying for a job or if you want to improve your career, then definitely it is going to increase your um, um, employability chances as well, because you will be showing your skills and competencies to the potential employers. We will discuss later in today's session in detail how you can do that. So these are the main benefits of having a personal online brand. Um, Now, the third step, which was how to select right channel, we will discuss while discussing these three steps to create a focused and effective online brand. So when we get there, then I'll explain how you select right channels. So I'm going to skip this third point here, and then I'll discuss later on uh, when I'm discussing three steps. Okay, why it is important to have a personal online brand? Now, for the employers, for the clients, everyone is looking for your digital footprints. Digital footprints means all the activities you are performing online. For example, if you want to pursue your career in digital marketing industry and you want to become a digital marketing manager, but all your activities, all your comments, all your likes, and all your communities you have joined or are about some other area, some other subjects, then it is not going to leave a very good impression on your connections. Now, in your connections, there could be clients, there could be employers, there could be anyone who can be a very beneficial client for you. So these digital footprints are really important for you. So uh, how how you can check it? Um, Google yourself, type your full name, Google your full name, and see. And I would suggest go incognito. Usually, when you are signed in Gmail, you have signed in, then Google will show you your visibility according to how many times you have searched for your social media profiles. So when you go incognito, it will just show you as if you are searching yourself from a um, um, new device. So type in your full name and see where you are. If you are on the first page, then that's good. But if you are not on the first three pages, then ask yourself why you are not there. Do you have social media profiles? If you have social media profiles, then why are you not there? Then you can work on it, and I'll explain how you can work on it. And for example, you are in top three pages, then you need to ask yourself whether your profiles, which are in top three search engine result pages, whether they are optimized, whether they are giving clear message to your connections, your employers, your clients. If they are not optimized, then optimize them. What do I mean by optimization? Use right keywords, use right language, use meta description, use right images. And when you are developing your digital footprint, when you are performing different activities, make sure they are going to impress or they are going to leave good impression on your clients or on your employers. Now, from a recruitment perspective and from business perspective, online personal brand is really important. From recruitment perspective, 92% hiring companies use social media for recruiting. I can see these days many companies, they are just posting their jobs online. Managers, they are just posting the jobs vacancies on social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. They are using these platforms to um, find employees. And recruiters and hire managers check candidates social profiles. So while you are in the interview, or before selecting the candidate, before shortlisting the candidate, they will go online, they will check their digital footprint, they will see all the activities you are performing. For example, now whenever I connect with anyone on LinkedIn, I go through the profile. Now there are different sections within the LinkedIn which you see normally. There is activities section. You can see what activities your connection is performing, what are they liking, what are they posting, what kind of images and content they are creating, what kind of articles they are writing, what kind of content they are commenting on. So you can see this activity section, then you can go to experience section, you can see what kind of experience they have. Then you can straight go to the skill section, you can see what skills they have. Then finally, there is one section in the LinkedIn, basically two sections, which are really important: recommendations. Whether this person who you are going to connect with have any recommendations from previous employers, from friends, from lecturers, from clients, from colleagues, then that will leave very good impression on your client or on your employers as well. So develop this section, recommendation. And then finally, there is a section in LinkedIn which I review is the following: what kind of companies or what kind of um, content you are following. So that will give me very good impression of the person, that what he or she likes. So make sure whenever you follow any company, make sure it is relevant to your field. um, yeah, so from recruitment perspective, online personal brand is really important these days. So especially LinkedIn, it is amazing. It can surprise you when you connect with your recruiters, when you connect with your employers, and it can also surprise you in finding right clients. Then from a business perspective, many clients, they just go through your online personal brand, your social media profile before signing a deal. So that is very common these days. So 53% of decision makers have eliminated a vendor from considering based upon the information they did or did not find online. So if you can't find any information about the person online, that is bad. If you find information which is not relevant, that is bad again. If you find information which is highly focused, means relevant to the industry, that is good, and that is going to definitely leave a very good impression on the your business clients as well. So online personal brand is very important from recruitment and business perspective. So be mindful what image you present. um, Now I will explain three different steps of creating online personal brand. So using these three steps, you can improve your image if you already have online personal brand. If you don't have online personal brand, then using these three steps, you can create one. So this will be really helpful. And especially after, since this COVID has started, everything has shifted online. So the importance of online personal branding is increased from recruitment perspective and from business perspective as well. So just be mindful. So now we are going to discuss three stages to create a focused mean it should be relevant to your industry. You cannot just discuss everything on your social media platforms. When it is professional, make sure you are only talking about your industry so you can impress your influencers. I will be talking about influencers in detail. What do we mean by influencers? When your discussion, when your content is focused, then definitely you are going to impress employers and clients as well. And when your online personal brand is focused, then it is going to be effective as well. It is going to give you a lot, it is going to create a lot of opportunities for you. It is going to help you develop your networking with like-minded people who can really benefit you. So these three steps will help you develop a focused and effective online personal brand. So three steps. First one is analysis, second is plan, and third is implementation. So let's start with the analysis section. So analysis section, it starts with personal analysis. You ask yourself, what are your likes? What are your dislikes? What are your values? What are your passions? Your unique selling point, USP? What differentiates you? So you basically talk to yourself, like in um, yeah. So you talk to yourself, and you basically like try to find out what you really like before deciding anything. So once you have asked yourself, you have come up few ideas, then you can use um, the job analysis using job portals. You can type in those keywords which you have um, identified after talking to yourself. Type in those keywords in these job portals. You can use LinkedIn, the job section. Type in those keywords. For example, if you want to become a digital marketer, um, um, you have you realize that you are really good at in digital skills in promoting any business, then you decide you want to become a digital marketing manager. Using these job portals, type in these keywords and see what you come up. You will find some jobs and then go through those jobs and see what are the skills which are required by the employers, or see what are the skills or what are the requirements of your clients. Go through everything in detail. So after personal analysis, you conduct the job analysis, and you pick some keywords, you pick some skills, you pick some requirements. The next step is competitive benchmarking. Um, you identify your competitors. Now, how do you find competitors um, online? So the best thing is the information you have found from your job analysis. Type those job roles in the search bar of the LinkedIn. Then you will see those people who are already working with those job titles. Um, the location can be different, but you can also customize the location as well. For example, if you're looking for digital marketing managers in Wolverhampton or in Birmingham or in Manchester, you can customize the location, and then you can see what are the requirements. You can find out those people who are already in those positions, and you can go through their profiles, and then you can going through reviewing the profile on LinkedIn is completely fine. So you can go through their profile, you can go through different sections, how they have developed it. You can see their skills, you can see recommendations, what they are good at. So basically, you can also see what kind of content they are uploading, and then you can also see what kind of response they are getting on that content. You can see what channels they are using. You can see their unique selling point. You can see number of followers they have. And then similarly, you will find many other options, like for example, following section, what kind of companies, what kind of influencers they are following. Basically, I would suggest, if you pick three competitors and you analyze them in detail, then you will have very good idea what to expect from your employers, or what to expect from clients, or what to expect in that industry. Okay, then the next step is identifying your influencers. Now, who are these influencers? Influencers are usually those people who have a lot of followers, and whenever they talk about anything, there is a big community, a lot of people to hear, for example, to hear them. Um, Now, these influencers, there are different types. There are macro influencers. Macro influencers are celebrities, for example, like I was watching this fight yesterday or day before yesterday. Khabib won. So basically, Khabib is an influencer now. He has a lot of followers. Many businesses, they will be using him for branding. So whenever Khabib will speak on social media channels, a lot of people will comment, like, they will just listen to him. Similarly, there are many other um, people from different industries. For example, Hollywood celebrities, from film industry, from sports industry. There are footballers, tennis players. There are fashion bloggers. So there are many types of influencers. Macro influencers are those which have a lot of following. For example, Selena Gomez. Um, she had 8 million followers on Instagram. Uh, so we can call it we call it macro influencers. Then we have micro influencers. Number of following is lesser than the macro influencers. Then we have nano influencers. The number of followers just reduce. Nano influencers, after the launch of TikTok, um, there was a lot of nano influencers with, let's say, 2,000, 3,000, or let's say 10,000 followers. Then usually they are effective because they are very focused in their industry, so businesses can use them to spread the message in different communities. So identify your influencers. Who are your influencers? Type in these keywords which you have selected from job analysis, from competitors, and then type in, you can Google that as well. You will see many people, famous people in your industry. Follow them. Now, what is the benefit of following your influencers? They are usually talking about the future, like near future, what will be happening, what will be that trend. So if you are listening to your influencers, you will have very good idea what to expect, what to prepare yourself for, what are the main skills which you need to learn. So you can go through the profiles of these influencers. You can pick some keywords. You can see the type of content, they like videos, images. You can see what kind of content they're producing and uploading. um, so after conducting the influencer analysis, now it's time to create a list of keywords. Okay, first job analysis, then competitor analysis, then influencer analysis. You pick keywords from all three analyses and then you create a list. Then using keyword analysis tools, there are many, for example, Keyword Planner, Ubersuggest, Answer the Public, Moz, SEMrush. There are many keyword analysis tools, and I will be talking about keyword analysis, keyword hunting in my next section, in detail. So you create a list of keywords. You see the search volume, you see the competition like difficulty in SEO. There are different names for competition. And then you also see cost per click if you are going to create any ads. Um, now these keywords, you are going to use them in your profile. I will explain shortly how you will do that. You must have heard about SWOT analysis, strength. Now you need to conduct personal SWOT analysis. You are going to see, we have 4 quadrants. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So after conducting your job analysis, you will find out the requirements of your employers or your clients. You conduct competitor analysis, you find out about your competitors, how strong they have, what kind of skills they have. You conduct your influencer analysis, you find about the trend, you find out about the content and all these things. Then you conduct your personal SWOT analysis. You list down your strengths, what you have, what you don't have. And by looking at the influencer analysis, what skills you need to get. And then weaknesses, by conducting competitor analysis, you can see how difficult job hunting or getting a client um, um, could be for you. And then opportunities, by looking at the influencers and your competitors and your employers, you will also find a lot of opportunities, which area to grow yourself, what skills to get, and then threats as well. For example, in terms of skills, in terms of technology, which you don't know, which you don't have, that could be a threat. So by conducting this SWOT analysis, you will have very good idea where you stand in the industry and what is your strength. After conducting this whole analysis, after performing different types of analysis within the analysis section, you will have very good idea about your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities for you, and threats for you as well. So yeah, so this was the stage one. And then after conducting the analysis, when you have a lot of information, you go to the plan section. Now you need to create a whole plan, like how you are going to develop your online personal brand, how you are going to achieve your goals. So you need to decide your long-term goals, your strategy. You need to have a long-term direction, what you want to achieve. Once you have decided that, you need to create short-term goals, your objectives, in order to achieve your aim. For example, if you want to become a digital marketing manager, you identify what skills are required, what digital marketing tools you need to learn. So those learning of those tools or courses or certifications will be the short-term goals. And when you achieve that position, that will be your long-term goal. So once you have decided your goals, again, you can analyze, you can see the potential of those goals which you have selected, you can refine them, and then you can plan, then you can implement, and then you can, basically this is a never ending process because you always want to grow. So once you have achieved one target, then you set the next target, then next target, then the next target. So this is a never ending process. So this will always continue. Okay, now this is the third point which I wanted to discuss. Pick your channel strategy. Pick how do you select which channels you should use. Once you have conducted your job analysis, you know a lot about your employers, your clients now. Once you have conducted competitor analysis, you know which channels your competitors are using. Once you have found your influencers, you know which channels they are using to communicate with your audience. It will be very simple, very clear for you. Now you, by looking at these three parties, you can pick your social media channels. You can always start with LinkedIn because it is a professional social media platform. Then you can go to Twitter, semi-professional. Then you can go to Facebook, Instagram, which is, I would say, semi-professional as well. But you can always start with the professional one. Then you can decide whether your audience is there or not. Then always, you when you're using multiple social media platforms, you see where you are getting very good response. Then you can always decide where to spend more time. And then when you upload content, then according to your capabilities, you will get a response from your audience. So for example, if you are getting very good response on the video content, then you should focus on the video content. But you should always upload different kinds of content so your audience is not bored. And then finally, you need to keep it updated. You need to maintain all your social media platforms so your audience know that you are there. You need, for example, whenever you buy anything from any store, now they give you e-receipt by taking your email address. So if you don't get back within 30 days, then the brand will send you reminder that we are still there. They will send you about new products, new offers, new deals. This is what you do. You remind your audience that you are there. You can write a blog. You can share someone else content, and that is very common these days. If someone has written a very good article, you can share that article on your news feed. That will give you very good response as well. After selecting your strategy, your channels, your platforms, you plan. Like, for example, if you want to become a digital marketing manager, you decide that, okay, maybe after 12 months, I will be applying for this role. So, because you give that much time to gain all those skills and develop your online personal brand and develop your CV. So you can create a Gantt chart. There are a lot of free softwares available online. Just Google Gantt chart, or you can just create a simple timeline where you can set your short-term objectives, your short-term goals, which you, for example, you can allocate weeks or months to those objectives. So this is really important. Or you can just, these days, many people use their calendars as well and reminders option in their smartphones or smart devices. So that is whatever suits you, but you need to have a timeline, very clear timeline. And then risk assessment, it is very important. You need to identify different factors which can be a threat for you or which can affect your employability or your business. For example, like COVID-19, many businesses, they couldn't cope with this and they are closed. Like I was reading this, Zara is closing 1,200 shops all around the world. Now they are just moving online. L'Oreal, they invested a lot in digital marketing because now they know due to this COVID-19, the whole trend, basically in last few months, the whole trend, consumer behavior and your strategy to get the consumer is completely changed. So now many big businesses are like Unilever recently is planning to invest a lot in digital marketing because now they know this is the new normal. So this is how they are going to get the clients. So you always need to assess the risk. These risk factors should be very clear, and you can see whether you can determine whether the risk level is high, low, or moderate. This was stage 2. Now we are going, for example, now we are going to talk about implementation, stage 3. Now you have collected information by conducting analysis, stage 1. You have all the information about your clients, influencers, and your employers. And then you have a plan. You have long-term strategy, you have short-term strategy, and you have a very clear plan what you want to do, what you want to achieve. Now, how you implement the information which you have gathered from your analysis section. Optimize your social media websites. The keywords which you have selected, use them in your headings, use your full name, use your title. You should have professional picture on your social media platforms. Use these keywords in the headings, in the meta description, because whenever anyone is trying to contact with you, employers, when they go through your profile, your clients, when they go through your profile, they see whether you have used these kind of keywords which are trending, which are important for the industry. If you are using any, these keywords will not only help you in leaving good impression on your employers and clients, but also search engines when they improve your ranking, what we call search engine optimization. So they understand these keywords. In my next session, I will talk about this in detail. So if you are using these keywords by conducting a full research, then search engine will also improve your ranking in search engines and your visibility will increase and more people will see your profile and more people will connect with you. Basically, you will have more opportunities. And then if you are using any images or videos, then you need to use alt tags. Basically, search engines, they have algorithms like humans have brain. But search engines, they use these algorithms to understand your images and videos. So you write something um, for your images, we call it alt tags. So search engine, Google, Baidu, or any other Yahoo, so they can understand what is the meaning of this image which you have uploaded. So use this. It will improve your ranking of your social media profiles in search engines. Whenever someone types in For example, even your first name, then your profiles will appear. For example, when I started branding, when I created my online brand, um, I really struggled because my name is very common, Imran Khan, the Prime Minister of Pakistan. You will see many celebrities, Bollywood celebrities, and many people in sports as well have this name. So it was really difficult for me. So I identified few keywords, and then I used my job title and these kind of things. By identifying some keywords, I improved my ranking in search engines. Now, if you type in for example, digital marketing or Imran Makbul Khan, then my profile will be on the first and second pages. Once you have optimized your social media profile, increase your connections. How you do that? Type in your selected keywords in the search bar in LinkedIn. You will see many people with the job role which you want to do, or your clients which are in the same industry, and then you can send them a request. You can connect with them. Once you have connected with these people, you also need to interact. For example, you can like their content if that is relevant. You can leave a comment if you have found the article or the video very interesting. So this will increase your visibility as well. More people will know about you. Then this will really benefit you. Upload content. There are different types of content. Once you have set up your profiles, once you have planned everything, then try to upload content. Then if your influencers are reacting or liking your comments, then it means you are on right track. Or you can simply use hashtags as well these days, which are really good to make your content available or visible. Um, yeah, or you can use some digital marketing tools for the content management like Hootsuite, or you can use BuzzSumo to see the trend, what is trending with those keywords. Now, this point is really important. You can join communities. Now in social media, the trend is changed. Now you can become part of different communities. For example, digital marketing, you will see many communities with digital marketing. You can see the number of followers and you can join the communities. If you have any problem, if you have any question, type in your question in that community. You will see many experts from all around the world. They will be answering um, query, your question. For example, ResearchGate is for the research. In LinkedIn, you will find many communities, just join them. And then if you have any question, just ask, they will be able to help you. They will provide you very good content, very good. They will share their resources with you. And the final thing is, once you have set up your online personal brand, measure your performance. This is really important. If you are not measuring your performance, then I don't know, you cannot basically find out whether you are on right track or not. So I always see what kind of response I'm getting from my audience. Every digital platform these days have its own analytics. For example, LinkedIn has its own analytics. Zoom will have its own analytics. Twitter has its own analytics. You can use them, or you can also use these tools. I have Sprout Social for social media, Buffer for social media, Google Analytics if you want to measure the performance of your social media and website. Hootsuite free version is available. You can basically, in the free version, you can add up to 3 social media profiles, and you can manage the content for next 3 weeks. You upload the content today and you set the date, and then the Hootsuite will manage all the uploading, and then Hootsuite will also guide you which content is performing good on social media platform and getting good responses from people. So today, now in this time, everything is about digital marketing, not digital marketing, digital tools and how you are using them. So if you know these right digital tools, then it will be easier for you to connect with your audience and to measure your performance as well. So these were the 3 steps to develop, to create a focused and effective online personal brand. Um, Thank you very much for listening, for your patience. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Thank you very much, Imran. That was brilliant and useful for everybody, I think. We've just had a comment in the chat from Phil saying that he was finding it really interesting, and he wondered if the PowerPoint could be sent to attendees. So is that something that that we can do?
Yes, we can share the slides with
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, and another thing that we...
And thank you, Phil. You have enjoyed the session. You're finding it useful. Thank you.
Another thing that we sometimes do as well is upload the recording to our YouTube channels as well, so that people can watch them on there. And let me just go to the Q&A.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Okay, we can do that. Thank you. Charmaine has asked, can I get the name of the planning tool again, please?
Okay, so there are many. Now there is, as I mentioned, after COVID, many people have developed new tools, but the famous ones are Hootsuite, Sprout Social. For social media, it's Hootsuite, Buffer, and Sprout Social. But I would recommend, if you can start with the free version of the Hootsuite, you can add up to 3 social media profiles. It will manage the content for you. It will tell you the performance of your company or your personal performance on social media, the performance of your content. So yeah, you can start with Hootsuite. If you have a website, then you can use Google Analytics, which is free of cost. As I mentioned, every CMS, content management, have its own analytics. So yeah, but Hootsuite, I think you can start with.
Okay, thank you very much. There's no other questions at the moment. I just wanted to stress, because I didn't get the opportunity, that Imran's research focuses on the impact of digital technology on human behaviour. So obviously he's an expert in that area, and he's taught digital marketing modules at the Universities of York, Salford, and at the University of Central Lancashire. And he's a lifetime member of the Digital Marketing Institute. So lots and lots of expertise in this area. We've got another question now from Melissa. She says she's found this really helpful and wanted to ask if you had any examples of using these keywords in social media profiles, or if this would be covered in the next session.
Yes, I will give you a lot of examples, and I will cover this, you're right, in my next session, because as I mentioned, we have limited time and it cannot be covered. So I do not want to quickly go through this, so it won't be useful. So I will cover this in detail in my next session, and I'll give you a lot of examples how you can use these keywords and where you can use these keywords in social media. Yeah, so in my next session. Thank you.
Okay, that's lovely. Thank you. And that session is on the 7th of December at
Yes,
the same
right.
time, 1 till 2. And in between, we've got another session from Emma Edwards, who is a colleague of Imran's in the business school, and she'll be talking about the courses in professional and digital marketing that Imran and Emma both teach on. So she'll be covering a lot on there as well. Nothing else at the moment. I think your presentation was so comprehensive, Imran. It covered everything.
Thank you. If you don't have any question now, if you want to test this out, I would suggest just create your personal brand on social media. And then if you have any difficulty, if you have any questions, then you can ask me in my next session. that will be great as well. I know these digital marketing tools, you can just simply ask questions, but when you actually try them, then you find out the real problems and real difficulty. So yeah, just try these platforms, develop your online personal brand. If you have any questions about anything, influencers, competitors, any digital marketing tools, if you have any question other than what I have presented today, then you can ask that question as well. And if that is relevant to your online personal branding. Yeah.
Okay, that's brilliant. Oh, we've just had another question pop up. Oh, it's just a comment from Paul Bowden saying, thank you very much, Imran, a great insight and a great presentation. So
thank you, Paul.
Good feedback.
Thank you.
I think we'll leave it there if everybody is happy and hasn't got any more questions. So I'd like to thank Imran very much for that fascinating lecture. Thank you. And thank you to everybody else who's joined us today. And we look forward, hopefully, to welcoming you again on the 11th of November and for Imran's next lecture on the 7th of December. And in the meantime, obviously, you can contact myself, my colleague Trevor Humphreys in Stafford, and Imran himself. And we'll look forward, obviously, to editing the video and to uploading it onto YouTube so that people can watch it again. So
that would be great.
Okay, thank you very much, Imran, and thank you very much to everybody who's attended. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Paula. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Bye, everybody.